Dang. As I'm trying to record out here on my porch, I'm realizing where I live is really noisy. Jeez. Waiting for the wind to pass. Yeah, you see the wind is just overtaking the microphone. I didn't even bother to put like a dead cat on here. Yeah, I just have my bike hooked up to the porch fence right here. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I'm not shooting on my DSLR. I am not thinking about lighting aside from just sitting here where the sun's shining. I'm giving you the raw view here. Because it's so small, our kids can't come in here and camp out. Oh, my son left his little cup here. I'll get to why this video feels a little more raw than normal. Obviously, I took some time off of doing YouTube and any other side hobbyish things, so I could really do the human thing first. Make sure my family's okay, that my extended family and my friends are doing okay too. So far, no serious health stuff going on right now that I know of, but definitely people that I know are hit pretty hard financially, so just working through that with them has been pretty difficult, but I trust and I hope that it'll all get better. As for, my nuclear family, my wife, my two boys that are still in diapers, for us, all's really good actually given, the circumstances. But we do live in a 900 square foot apartment during this time of quarantine out in the greater Boston area. And we had to get creative just coordinating, childcare with 2 full-time jobs. And that's been kind of difficult in making sure that we both have space to care for our mental and emotional health while we're at it. But we got creative. Okay, so I'm giving you the raw view here. I didn't go in and clean or prep or anything. So this used to be our pantry, but we turned it into a little office space because we realized we couldn't work on the dining room table anymore because the kids would kind of camp out right near us and just really distract us. So here it is. It's small, but it's just big enough that it really works. And it turns out we had enough space for all our stuff, but we didn't need all the space for the food that we used to have here. So the first 2 levels, we could put our books, our camera gear, all sorts of other stuff. If this stuff looks a little set up, it's because it is. I put some of my workbooks here because, now work is mostly on Zoom, so you kind of see what's behind you. So I put these books here, some of my camera stuff. This is just a kit lens. It's actually pretty terrible. And some other books and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been working out really well. And it's turning out to be actually a nice background for a YouTube video. I did a couple of videos here for some other purpose, and it worked out really well. Of course, maybe the very top, it doesn't come into the camera shot, so we kept some of the stuff up there. But this has been awesome. It's doubling as my creative studio, and I could work well in here. There's sunlight coming in, and it creates great light. Plus, it gets diffused by this pane right here, which has been working out. So it's been really good. I really love this space. So that's actually not what I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to talk about how actions precede emotions. And I know this could be seen as an overused cliche, and I'm sure other creatives have made videos on it, but I'm actually just going through it right now. So I just thought it'd be better to start here, document what I'm going through, and get to the other side of it. So before the world took the pandemic seriously, I was working on a new topic for a video. I was pretty excited about it. I wrote it all up. I was shooting my talking head portions. I was doing some B-roll, trying to get my wife to help me with certain stuff too. Yeah, it was a bigger thing that I was getting excited for. And then, of course, our normal kind of shifted and I had to put that on pause. And yeah, I think because I haven't had this creative outlet for a little bit, and I haven't been taking care of myself mentally and emotionally, I've just been feeling pretty down and unmotivated. And even just thinking about getting back to doing that video was overwhelming. And Yeah, and I know my triggers. I've done some videos about, depression and anxiety and how I've dealt with it in the past and what I've learned. So yeah, I knew that I had to change something. So that's what this video is. So I am not shooting on my DSLR. I am not thinking about lighting aside from just sitting here where the sun's shining. I didn't even fix my background. Look. Yeah, I just have my bike hooked up to the porch fence right here. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I do have my mic here, but I don't even have, you see the wind is just overtaking the microphone. I didn't even bother to put like a dead cat on here. Yeah, I just needed to strip everything down and just get back to the tiniest little action that will get me moving, to re-trigger my momentum, my motivation to start doing this again. Otherwise, I'm going to start spiraling into to negativity, which I don't want. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you. If you're going through something similar, start with the smallest action possible, and actions can precede emotions, and then you'll start feeling better, and then you'll get into this bigger snowball of good momentum and inspiration and get back to doing what you're doing. And I was reflecting on this the other day, and I realized this is what I do every single day at work. I mean, you're trying to solve a problem at work with your team, and sometimes you start spiraling a little bit or lose track of what we were actually doing in the first place. And you really need to start rethinking it. You need to pause, you need to scale everything back and go down to the basics of what is that problem, what is that smallest little thing that you could do to move this forward, and use that as the foundation for the very next thing. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you. The fact that actions can precede emotions. So if you're going through something similar, I hope that you strip everything away, all the fluff, all the enhancements, and get back to that small little thing that's going to help you move forward, help you take that next little step towards momentum, towards inspiration, towards motivation. And personally for me, that's what this is. That's what I wanted to do to try and regain control over how I was feeling. I didn't want to just sit and wait for a feeling so that I could start doing things again. I needed to flip that around and peel it back and just say, I'm gonna do this one little thing to get me going again and to regain control. So sorry, but also not sorry for the poor audio quality, the terrible background, the fact that I'm shooting on my phone, not even on the back side, but the other side, which has lower quality. Let's just keep making stuff. Let's keep moving forward. Let's progress. I'll see you guys next time with hopefully a bigger, better video.